Hi, grade 12s. You will remember that we are busy composing the cash flow statement. And the second section in the cash flow statement is the effects of investment activities. So let's have a look and see what we are going to do. So please remember that it is the second section of the cash flow statement. Now, if you remember to a few lessons ago, I said that section 2 and 3 must always spell the word if. So it's investing first and then financial activities. So just a little tip to help you remember the format of the cash flow statement. The section on investing consists of 3 items. So first of all, it will be any fixed assets that were purchased, and that information will come from note number 5 from your notes to the cash flow statement. Then we're going to add any money which we might have received from an asset disposal. And then the third item can be either A or B. Either money can be invested in an investment or the investment can mature. Now, just a little reminder, what does matured mean? It means that the investment has come to the end of its life cycle and the financial institution is going to give us back our money. So 3 things that go into this note. So the fixed assets purchased will show the value, obviously, of my buildings, vehicles, and equipment which I have bought. And this amount, again, is shown in this section. And just to re-emphasize, it comes from note number 5. So let's have a look at our cash flow statement. So I've got cash effects of investing activities, and we have the purchase of fixed assets. Please note, there's note number 5. And if we've purchased tangible assets, money has obviously flowed out, hence the amount is in brackets. So that's the first part of information that we would put into the section investing activities. What comes next, of course, is the money we would have got had we disposed of an asset or traded it in. So let's have a look at what we're going to do there. So the proceeds of the asset disposal will be offset against the purchase price. So what do I mean by offset? Let's have a look. So the purchase of fixed assets was 100,000 Rand. So 100,000 Rand flowed out of the business. However, 20,000 Rand, which came from the asset I sold, flowed into the business. So in actual fact, only 80,000 Rand flowed out of the business. So offset means the money I have received from my asset disposal, I am going to subtract from the actual money I spent. So in this particular example, if I spent 100,000 Rand, but 20,000 Rand came back in from asset disposal, we actually only spent 80,000. And so the outflow of money in this particular instance would only be 80,000 Rand. So how would I show that in my cash flow statement? So previously, we did the purchase of assets. Remember, I mentioned note number 5 and 100,000 flowed out. Now, I'm adding the proceeds from the asset disposal, which is 20,000. Please note here, there are no brackets. Reason, money is flowing into the business. We're now going to look at the third item, which would go into this note of investing activities, and that is my investments. Now, remember, we can either invest in a financial institution or the investment can mature. So let's have a look at what we're going to do. I'm going to show you both examples. Again, I am in my balance sheet. You will notice there financial assets. And my financial asset is a fixed deposit with dorKk. This year, it's 20,000. Last year, it was 16,000. So can you see that my investment has increased from 16,000 up to 20,000? Which means I have put 4,000 Rand into this investment or a second investment, which has resulted in an outflow of money. And so the investment has actually increased by 4,000 Rand, and because it is an outflow of money, the amount will be shown in brackets. I think you're probably getting this by now. So let's have a look back at our second section of our cash flow statement, namely the investing activities. I'm going to go to the line in yellow. So in this example that we've just had a look at, we increased our investments. And so can you see that the 4,000 Rand is there and it's in brackets because money has flowed out of the business. Now, I'm quite sure by now you know that when you have a note like this, there's a next step which needs to happen. And let's have a look at that step. So what I've said is 100,000 flowed out for tangible assets, plus 4,000 Rand for an investment. So altogether 104,000 Rand worth of money flowed out of my business. But 20,000 came in from the asset disposal. And so in effect, only 84,000 Rand flowed out, and you will know and see that it's in brackets because it's an outflow of money. Let's look at another scenario, and this time we are going to have a look at when the investment matures. I've already said earlier, mature simply means that the investment has come to the end of the period for which we invested it, and in this case, dorKk is going to give us back our money. So let's have a look. In the balance sheet, again, balance sheet, financial assets, I'm quite sure you're recognizing that. I have my financial asset, fixed deposit, dorKk. So last year it was 24,000. This year it's down to 18,000. Conclusion? Can you draw it? Yes. Part of this investment has matured because my investment has decreased, and it's decreased by 6,000 Rand. How did I get that? Simply 24,000 minus 18,000 means that 6,000 Rand should have flowed into the business. So let's have a look. So I'm literally on this slide just repeating, and let's reinforce. So you realize that the investment must have matured as the amount of the investment decreased by 6,000 Rand. Again, this would have been an inflow of money, and you know that with inflows, there will be no brackets. So let's have a look at another scenario of the second section of our cash flow statement. So in this example, there was the maturing of an investment. The amount was 6,000 Rand, and we got that simply by saying 24,000 minus 18,000 gives me the 6,000. And because this amount was an inflow, you will note that there are no brackets. Again, the next step, let's have a look. 100,000 Rand flowed out, 20,000 flowed in, and 6,000 flowed in. So do you know what that amount is? Let's have a look. Did you get 74? So I simply say 100 minus 26, which gives me my 74,000 Rand. And also by now you should know that that is just something we do automatically without being told to do that. Conclusion. The effects of the investing activities in our cash flow statement consists of three items. It is the tangible assets purchased, the proceeds of the asset disposal, and the investing or maturing of an investment. So three items which make up the note of cash effects of investing activities. What's up for homework? Please learn what is contained in this section, cash effects of investing activities. Remember that when money flows out of the business, it is in brackets. When money flows into the business, no brackets are shown. Please do the exercises related to this section of work, and next time we'll tackle the third section of the cash flow statement. So see you then. Bye now.